Most of us have seen this cartoon floating around the internet, and most of us can relate to the fear that this phrase strikes inside of us. Someday, honey, all of this will be yours. Yikes. There are approximately 70 million baby boomers in the United States today. These are folks born between the years 1946 and 1964. If you're a baby boomer out in the audience tonight, would you raise your hand? Okay, a couple of them. All right, now raise your hand if your parents fall into this baby boomer category. This is me too. Okay. Okay, now folks, keep your hands raised if you cannot wait to inherit all of your parents' stuff. Huh? Come on. The Hallmark Christmas ornament collection, the big brown furniture, the grandfather clock, the crystal, the china. How about the stamp collection? I work with seniors every day who are downsizing, and by and large, their bemoaning cry to me is always, "My kids don't want my stuff." And my answer to that is, you're right, they probably don't, and that's okay. Let's talk about it. I once visited the home of a couple who spent their retirement years attending live in-person auctions. And over the years, they had amassed an impressive collection of high-end antiques, glassware, collectibles. These folks had good taste, okay? This was high-end stuff that would still fetch a pretty penny in the reseller market today. When this couple's grandson came over to the house to pick out a keepsake from Grandma's house, they were shocked at his selection. It was a ceramic cow cookie jar. What was this kid thinking? Okay, how could he pick something so silly when there was a house full of valuable antiques and collections? Well, the answer, of course, is that it's much more fun to build a collection than it is to have a collection, right? The thrill is in the hunting, the acquiring, the building of the collection. Once that collection is complete, well, most of the fun has already been had. And in order for an object to mean something, it has to be tied to an experience or a meaningful story. So for the grandparents, the collectors, their collection was tied to a whole bunch of meaningful, fun experiences, all those Saturdays out at the auction. But the grandson, well, he didn't have those experiences, did he? And his keepsake signified one of his most significant experiences, which was having a cookie at Grandma's house. What would have been just as meaningful to this grandson might have been his grandmother's cookie recipe written out in her own handwriting, or even a photo of him baking cookies with his grandmother. It doesn't really matter what the keepsake is, because these objects don't really hold our memories, do they? Our memories are in us, not in these items. Memories and meaning come from stories and experiences, not from stuff. My advice to family members who are trying to decide what to keep and what to let go of is this: keep the best and let go of the rest. Allow the objects you keep from your family members to be precious and few, because 1 or 2 boxes of carefully curated and meaningful items is going to mean a whole lot more than 30 boxes of stuff stored down in your basement, out in your garage, or, heaven forbid, a storage unit across town and never looked at again. When you keep the best and let go of the rest, these items can be a sacred touchstone to a time or a person who is gone, instead of a burden that weighs you down and keeps you in the past. And now a note to all of those baby boomers in the audience tonight: we love you. And please know that a rejection of your stuff is not a rejection of you, because you are not your things. Stuff and love and memories are not the same. And how much stuff we keep from our loved ones is in no way a reflection of how much we love them or will miss them when they are gone. So if your kids don't want your stuff, that's okay. It was never about the stuff anyway. Thank you.